currently experiencing the menopause nationally, almost half say they feel depressed. 2/3 believe there is a lack of support and understanding. That's according to research by Nuffield Health. With debilitating symptoms like night sweats, joint problems and low mood lasting up to 15 years, local women want to open up the conversation of what they call the biggest taboo. Chloe Bicknell reports.
More than 400,000 people in Nottinghamshire will experience the menopause firsthand in their lifetimes, and almost everyone will probably witness a loved one go through it, with 7 in 10 women saying they feel unsupported at work. Deborah Garlick from Ruddington runs training sessions with managers all over the world to make organisations menopause friendly and aware of the symptoms.
The ones that women tell us affect them most in the workplace are the psychological symptoms, the ones that are lesser known. Things like lack of concentration, anxiety, worry. I know from day one when we started training in workplaces, you'd see that very often there'd be a sigh of relief that it's okay to talk about this. When you consider 8 in 10 menopausal women are in work today, and we're the fastest growing workforce demographic, it's important for employers to get on board with this. And it makes a difference to employees. It can be literally life-changing.
Arboretum-based psychotherapist Lina has begun the podcast starting in the middle. She wants to dispel the damaging myths she grew up hearing about the menopause and ageing.
When you hit 50, you become old, you become invisible, you're no longer of worth. So the old myths are, actually that time's over, we don't really want to include women on the scene in terms of their prominence and what they have to say, and the fact they're past it. And lots of women like me believed it. Whereas actually there is a place, obviously, for older women. So that's why I do what I do, to offer some normalising effect, but also to say, yes, it is hard, because there's no mirrors. There's nothing to say, this is what happens.
The average age to reach the menopause is 51, but 1% start before the age of 40. Daisy Network is the UK's only charity for women with premature menopause. Its chair, Amy, was diagnosed aged just 16.
A lot of people didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. And even a lot of people that have the condition didn't realise that was a thing that could happen until it's happened to them.
What do you think are the dangers of not talking about it and people not being aware that it is a thing?
There's the danger of the diagnosis being prolonged, which obviously isn't good for body health, but then also there's the psychological side of it. Not talking about it makes it become this sort of secret condition that people are ashamed of and don't want to talk to people about because they don't know what their reaction will be.
It should be as easy to talk about or as natural to talk about as the weather. We talk about pregnancy, we talk about puberty, and menopause has been missed out on that hormonal journey for all of us. So the more used to talking about it we can get, the easier and more comfortable it will be.
Chloe Bicknell for Notts TV.